All right, I call this game Birds in a Nest, and it's actually a set of 3 different activities for kindergarten to grade 4. They're really good, and all you need are hula hoops, and it's a progression, and it lasts about a 30-minute class would be perfect. And so we're going to take a look at the 3 different parts. So the first part of this game is a verbal communication. So you're going to talk to the kids about verbal communication using words to convey a message, and you're going to put down hula hoops, one for each student, and you're going to tell them they're going to be birds and they're standing in their nest at the top of a tree, and they can choose whatever bird they want, whether that's a killdeer, chickadee, robin, or so on and so forth. So that's the start. You're going to explain in this game the first part, very simple. They're going to communicate with each other using words to switch from one nest to the other. So they're going to fly out of their nest and switch with someone. So students are going to look to make eye contact, and they're going to ask a question. Hey Sophia, do you want to switch? And then the person's going to answer, yes, they want to switch. Okay, super easy. Then they float out from their nests and fly and switch. Meanwhile, somebody else has made eye contact. Hey, Jordan, do you want to switch? Jordan says, no thanks. So, okay, then that player has to ask somebody else. Make eye contact first. It's really important. Hey, Sarah, do you want to switch? Sarah says, yep. So they're going to float out and switch. And so everyone's going to be doing this at the same time. And it actually lasts for about 5 minutes. The kids have a lot of fun. It looks kind of boring, but it's super fun. So they'll switch. They'll float out from their nests, one to the next, and so forth. Then there's part two. Part two then is nonverbal communication. So you stop the game at some point. You say, okay, everyone freeze in your nests, stay there. Now we're going to look at nonverbal communication. Explain, and it's a bunch of long words, hard to understand, but basically it means you're not talking, you're not allowed to use your words. You have to use signs or whatever. So again, eye contact is the first step to nonverbal communication. Make sure they're looking at you. Once you've made eye contact with somebody, instead of asking them, do you want to switch, you have to use your hands. So maybe do like the rotation, like a substitution sign to switch. And yes, by nodding your head, okay, so then those players are going to switch. And so 2 others have looked at each other and maybe with a finger pointing like, hey, just want to switch, but of course not saying it. And that player didn't want to. They shook their head no. Okay. And so then you get the idea here. Without using words, they have to make signs to switch. So that player wanted to switch, and so they switch. And again, this can go on for about 5 or 10 minutes. They can have a lot of fun without making any noise. It's a nice silent time in the gym, actually, but there's still a lot of movement. Then we move to part three and Hunter Hawks, and you might know this game already, but it's using the same idea. The birds are all in their nests at the top of the trees, and you're going to take away a couple hula hoops, 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many you have, and the 2 nests that you take away, the birds without their nest, those are actually the hunter hawks. So they're going to start as the hunter hawks. And now what happens is the players are still going to switch. So they're going to communicate to do their switches. They can either use their words or no words. We see two players are about to switch here. And the hunter hawk's job is to try and swoop in and steal the nest as they switch. So, which that hunter hawk did. And so now one of those birds turns into the hunter hawk. So that player then is now a hunter hawk. And so that's the idea. Any hunter hawks, they have to be sneaky. There's a lot of strategy actually involved. So the players, when they want to switch, they have to be careful when they want to switch. 2 players here, they've communicated, you want to switch? Yeah, they switched. Oh, and the hunter hawk swooped in, and so that bird is now a hunter hawk, and that game goes on as long as you'd like it to. You can take away more hula hoops as time goes on if you want, and that makes it more tricky. And super good progression, a lot of different things, a lot of different skills involved. I hope you enjoy this idea. If you've enjoyed this game, please subscribe for more games and visit physedgames.com.